We've probably all encountered road rage at some point, but what happens when it goes a little too far? If you truly feel threatened while driving, whether you're with family or alone, there can be some key steps that you can take to stay safe and prevent it from happening to someone else. It's a nightmare scenario. You're on your way home when you realize someone is following you. And that's what happened to a 26-year-old who we'll call Jill because she doesn't want her identity released. Jill says she was at a stoplight traveling from downtown Tuesday night when she noticed something just wasn't right. Two trucks pulled up, one to her right and one behind her, both honking continuously and yelling. At one point, she was going 80 miles per hour just so she could lose the cars.
Even if you think you lost that vehicle, call the police.
And that's just what she did. Lieutenant John Norman with the West Columbia Police Department says, if you think you're being followed, don't try to handle things on your own. This comes at a time where there are several posts circulating on social media warning of women being run off the road. So we did some checking. Lieutenant Norman says there haven't been any reports of this happening in his jurisdiction. The Columbia Police Department says they haven't gotten any of those kind of reports, and the Richland County Sheriff's Office says they haven't gotten any either. But you should never hesitate to contact local law enforcement if you feel threatened or if you just want to know what's going on in your area.
So why not do it if you get something on social media? Call us and say how many reports are out there for my area of this happening already. If you didn't file a police report, it didn't happen. So any single time you have an incident, don't wait for him to break into the house. If that car followed you home, file a police report.
And that's just what Jill did. She filed a suspicious activity report. The Office of Civil Rights is involved, and she's waiting to hear back from the FBI. She says, quote, I would like to believe I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I honestly feel I was followed because I'm an easy target. Single, African-American female driving alone at night. Lieutenant Norman says if you feel like someone's following you, here are a few more things to keep in mind. Never go home. Seek alternate routes while you contact law enforcement. If the car is not trying to pass you, something is definitely wrong. Call law enforcement and don't let yourself get caught up in the amount of time it takes for them to transfer calls or get to you. Be familiar of where you're at and all of your surroundings. And last but not least, stay in the car.
That will help you feel like you're more in control. That will put you in more control and make you realize whether you are at the point of fight or flight. Because if you freeze, you're going to do nothing but become a victim.
Once again, Lieutenant Norman says to document everything. By being aware of your surroundings, you can provide more accurate and detailed descriptions so law enforcement can better help you. Live in the studio, Destiny Chance, Watch Fox News.